disclaimer before the video starts. Yes, I know that the last video was posted a month ago. Did I say I'd be consistent? No. Oh my god, I thought there was a bug on my floor. It's just a big ball of hair. That's scary. Anyways, I am going to be using my iPad in this video because I wrote a lot of notes down because I actually planned this video out. Crazy, I know. And I don't want to forget anything or ramble on or just, you know, talk about nonsense for however long. So just ignore that if you can and enjoy the video. I think I'm a loner. Random way to start a video, I know. But actually, I know I'm a loner. I'm now going to refer to the iPad because I actually scripted this whole thing out. This video is going to be sort of a digital journal for me because I can't be bothered to write out all my feelings because I'm lazy and I don't have time for that. I say that I'm lonely because whenever I hang out with my friends, I'm shocked by how many people they actually message because I'm sat there knowing that they are the only people I message in my life. Quite sad, I know. And I guess it is better than having no people to message, but having a few more would be quite nice. And obviously I am grateful for the friends that I do message on a day-to-day basis because they're my favourite people, but like, it does hurt knowing that I'm not always their first choice, or that if I don't message them for a couple of days, they don't bother to message me and ask if I'm okay, which I know does make me sound like I have a victim complex and like, oh, feel sorry for me, but it's not, okay? It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It just really sucks knowing that you're just sat waiting for them to message you, but you also know that they have a lot more people to message now because they have more friends than you, and you're just sat there like a loser checking your phone every 5 minutes to see if a notification is from them. Yeah, and I don't know if it's a me problem or not because I know I should probably keep in contact with people a lot more than I actually do, but I also don't know if I should have the mindset of, well, they haven't bothered reaching out to me, so why should I be one to make the effort? You know? The fact that I didn't go to uni to meet new people didn't help either, but I know that if I did go, I probably would be too awkward and quote-unquote cringe to even make new friends because, quite frankly, I'm a loser. Like, why did I do that? I haven't chosen to become a loner. Like, it's not fun. Well, it is sometimes, because sometimes I'm just sat in my room watching shows and YouTube that I really enjoy, and yes, it does suck that I can't talk to people about the shows that I enjoy because no one will understand it, and I feel bad for ranting at people about like cartoons and like Minecraft roleplays. Because yes, I do like Hermitcraft. I don't care. So instead I just talk to my mum about it, which makes me sound more like a loser, but it's okay. Honestly, I'd give anything to have a big friend group who makes plans and goes out all the time rather than sitting at home, because it does feel kind of shitty when you're just watching shows or TikToks of people like having big friend groups and then you're sat there romanticising life about how it would be if you had that friendship group. And yeah, I don't know, I'm rambling now even though I have the notes. But for some reason it's easier for me to become a hermit and sit in my room all day and become a people watcher rather than actually getting involved and speaking to people. And obviously I work most of the time now, so I actually am getting out of the house and interacting, I guess, with people, but even then people in my work have a group chat and I wasn't even invited onto it. I mean, fair enough, it's on Snapchat, and if you're using Snapchat in this day and age, you're a bit weird in my opinion, but that's just me. And maybe that's me projecting and being jealous. I don't even care that I have a group chat. Well, I guess I do because I'm making this whole video about how I'm lonely. Well, it's fine. However, I don't think I'm the only one who's starting to realise how lonely they are, because I've noticed a lot more recently that songs and TikToks and posts online have been talking about this. So I thought, let's react to some of them, because I can't form an original thought half the time, and it's easier to go and look at something and go, huh, relatable.
I do that.
Like, perhaps you're doing right now. I'm gonna be honest, I thought I had a lot more TikToks to discuss, but I guess not, so oh well. But the first one's by this user here, and it says, when they ask you what's wrong, but how do you tell your closest friends you always feel alone? I mean, that's literally what I've been talking about for the past however so minutes. Obviously I feel bad because I still have my friend, one of my closest friends, right, is from primary school. So I've been friends with them. I can't believe I just misgendered my own friend. That is so rude. I've been friends with them for like more than 10 years at this point, and I'm 19, so that's a long time to be friends with someone. But I feel like they've always been more talkative and more popular than me. And especially now that they've gone to uni, they've got a lot of friends. And I'm just like, I know I'm their longest friend they've known, but it does feel like I don't really know them anymore. And that's really sad to admit. And I really hope that they're not watching this. It sounds really stupid, but your friends feel like they are your best friends in the whole world, which in my case they are. But at times I feel like they're better friends than me. Like I feel like they speak privately and then they just talk to me on the sidelines, if that makes sense. And I know that's not always the case, and maybe that's just me being a bit silly and spiralling and feeling like everything's wrong in the world, rah. But I don't know how to shake this feeling that my friends are closer in like their friendship than they are with me. I don't know if that makes sense, but if it does, great. If not, I hope you get what I'm trying to say at least. They might feel the exact same way, but because it's scary to talk about, because I feel like people don't really talk about how they actually feel half the time, and they just want people to assume that they're fine and whatnot. But maybe we should start speaking about our feelings a lot more. Maybe that will help, you know. But maybe that's a topic for another video. This next video is by this user here, and it says, when you've been thinking about making new friends, but then they actually start texting you and now you feel overwhelmed. Oh my gosh, thank God I'm not the only one who hates like texting and like calling people, because sometimes, I can't do it. Fun fact about me, I've been removed from not one, not two, but 3 group chats in like this past year or so because I've not been active enough. And one of them was people I actually was good friends with in like college and stuff, but then it felt like a bit of a chore to message them instead of actually wanting to, which I know is bad to admit, but oh well, truth's out. And the other 2 were they were Twitter group chats, as in people from like the same fandoms I was in. I was like, oh, I'm going to message these people, I'm going to like find friends that like the same things as me. No, I just said hi and then just became a lurker and read every message. Yes, not good. But I don't know how people on Twitter or any social media platform, and for that matter of fact, find friends so easily. Like, it is mind-blowing to me. How do you just like speak to someone that you don't even know and then hit it off and then just become best friends, and then you meet up and then you're like friends for life. I'm like, how do you do that? Teach me your ways, because I'd love to have someone who has the same interests as me and would love to speak about random things. Now on to song lyrics, because most of the time I feel like song lyrics get the feeling of loneliness so well, and I'm like, damn, this is why music's been made, so people can relate to it and feel less alone in this world. That was so cringe of me. Anyways, my first song is actually from my favourite artist at the moment. I don't know if you've heard of her. It's called Falling Behind by Leve. Yeah, but I've even made a bracelet. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, I saw her recently, and by that I mean, oh, it's what now? April 10th I'm recording this. So I saw her a couple weeks back. I saw her March 13th at the Roundhouse. Yeah. And it was one of like, when I heard this song, it was just amazing. Here's some footage.
Cause the sun's engaged in the sky, we're best friends, found a new guy, I'm only getting older, I've never had a shoulder to cry on, someone to call mine, everybody's falling in love and I'm falling behind.
The lyric that's most relatable in this context for this video, well, it's quite long, but you probably know it. The sun's engaged to the sky, and my best friend's found a new guy. I'm only getting older, I've never had a shoulder to cry on, someone to call mine. Everybody's falling in love, and I'm falling behind. Now, I know this song's more about love and feeling like you've never met your partner or the right one for you, but it can also be applicable to friendships. Like the song suggests, I feel like all my friends are moving forward in their life and meeting new people and making their groups at uni and such, and I feel like I'm just kind of like falling behind and making less and less friends and having less and less people to talk to, and it kind of sucks. I feel like I've just said the same bloody point over and over and over again in this video, but it's okay. I'm just drilling in how hard it is to be lonely. Like, no one gets the struggle. Damn, that's why I should not be making videos, because all of my random thoughts and stuff will come out and I feel like people will just think I'm a weirdo. This next artist has like a lot of songs that touch on loneliness, especially for me anyways, but I've chosen my top 3 that I feel like explain it really well, and this artist is James Marriott, and if you haven't heard of him, I highly recommend him. He is really good and he's got an album out, so go stream that. Yeah, the first song is called Where Has Everyone Gone, and the lyric that's relatable to me is, today's the day you all see, bet you wish you kept me now, where has everyone gone, was I really not good enough for you? And the reason why I feel like this is relatable is because it touches on the fact that once you've left a friendship, not by choice, sometimes it's an accident because you just lost contact or whatnot, you really want them to regret like not keeping in contact and feeling like they've lost out on a really good friend. I want them to realise how nice of a person, that sounds really bad, I'm a nice guy, trust me, no, but I really want them to realise how, not them to realise how I feel, because I feel too much, like I'm reminiscing on friendships from like years ago that I don't even speak to anymore because I just don't, but I really want them to feel like they've lost out and not me, because I am better and I'm doing better, even though I'm making this video. The next one is from his newest album and it's called White Noise, and the lyrics that first of all, made me cry on first listen. What's the point of a friend if you're on your own in the end? And I feel like I've touched on this before in this video, but I don't know how to explain it. I have friends, but I still feel like they speak to each other more, or they're better friends than me. So I always feel like alone, and I don't feel like I have anyone to talk to, even though I know I do. I'm just dramatic. Drama student. The next lyrics are, with you, with them, I'd go through it all again. And for me, that just shows that even though you do feel like you have no friends, the friends you do have, you'd keep them for eternity if you could. Like, you would go through any memories again with them because you just love them to bits. Like, platonic friendships and relationships are just so important to me, especially because I've never had a romantic relationship, so all I know is that is the love I have for my friends, and anytime I've hung out with them, I treasure it so much. Like, I just love looking back on photos and going, damn, that was such a good day. And this is why I'm a hopeless romantic, which has nothing to do with this video, but I just thought I'd say it anyways. Now, the next lyrics I'm about to tell you, they might be a bit controversial because some people don't like this artist anymore, but when I saw, okay, it's Cave Town. When I saw Cave Town live last year and I heard this song, I just sobbed because I was with my childhood best friend and one of my newer friends I had at the time, and when I heard Hug All Your Friends, I was gone. I was not okay. Didn't help that I was also on my period, but you didn't need to know that. But it's also why I cried. This lyric in particular. Did you and your friends have fun on the weekend? Nothing feels better than sleeping and sleeping in. Watch as my head falls away from the room. I would hug all my friends if they weren't friends with you. You don't know what it's like to be nothing at all. When the night turns cold, my thoughts feel like stone, and it's nothing I can't change. I mean, damn. Just tell it how it is. You're lonely. But yeah, it's like going back to the point I said at the start of the video. I feel like I'm a people watcher half the time, and I'm just on my phone looking at people hanging out on Instagram or TikTok, and I'm just in my bed going, damn, I wish I could be out in London with my friends, going shopping or going out to parties and whatnot, but I just don't, because I don't get invited to places. And it is because my friends are at uni all the time and I'm working, so I do understand why I'm not invited out as much as I am, but like, it does really affect you because you feel like, does no one like me enough to hang out with me, or does no one want to hang out with me? And again, I am sounding like, oh, feel bad for me, wah wah wah, but I don't want that to be the case for this video. I just want people to, I don't know, maybe you're feeling lonely watching this video. If you're not, I'm sorry I heard that, but I just want people to feel less alone in this world and feel like they're not the only one experiencing these emotions, because even your favourite artists feel this, and I think that's a beautiful thing because it just shows you that everyone feels lonely sometimes, even if they don't need to feel lonely, because they do have people that care about them. And I know that, but it does take sometimes reminding to feel that way, because when you're in that state of mind that you feel like everything's wrong in the world and whatnot, it's hard to shake out of that and be reminded that you do have friends, you're not lonely, so why do you feel like that, you bloody weirdo? And I guess that's sort of me telling me right now in the screen, you are not, well, and I guess you at home watching this, you should never feel alone in this world, because you will find people that care about you and will want to listen to you all the time and will want to hang out with you. It might take some time, yes, but if you ever doubt yourself or doubt that people enjoy your company, don't. Because trust me, you would know if they don't want to be with your friends, because you would see the signs, you'd feel they're distancing themselves from you, and if they are, that really sucks. But again, you will find the right people to hang out with, and you will find your right crowd, and when you do, it's a great feeling. But if you're still waiting to find that, I guess watch these sort of videos. Not my one obviously, because this is awful, but like listen to music that makes you feel seen, watch shows that make you feel seen, relate to characters, read books, because there's so many people out there that have written stories and made characters and made shows surrounding these topics because they are so universal and so many people can relate to them, because, like I said before, you're not the only one who feels alone all the time. I have touched on every point that I wanted to in this video, so I'm going to try and wrap it up here, because I know some of you have bad, what's it called? Oh bloody hell. Attention span. Some of you guys have bad attention spans, me included. It's okay. So I'm going to try and not make this video super long, because I just want to, basically, I just want to make the point. I feel lonely. It's okay, because most people do. Even you at home. And if you talk about it, it will make others feel less alone. And that's a really good thing. If you feel like you don't have anyone that's got your back, or you haven't found the right group of people yet for you, I know it's hard to do this, but you've got to keep searching. You've got to maybe find colleagues at work, or if you're at school, join a club, or like if someone has a piece of merchandise on or something on them that you recognise, let them know, because then that could start a friendship. And if you don't have access to either of those things, then the internet is gonna be your best friend, because you can literally TikTok, I guess YouTube now, because people make so many niche topics, which is really interesting. I don't know what else. Twitter, literally any social media platform, there will be someone out there that feels the exact same way as you, or shares the same niche interest as you, and then you can just start talking to them. And it might be a bit scary, and sometimes stranger danger is a real thing, so be safe, but there is someone out there that will relate to you or will enjoy the same things as you, and that is really cool. So keep searching, stay safe, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and that I didn't ramble or talk about nonsense for, I don't know how long this was. Let's say it's 10 minutes. I could be right. But I hope this helped someone out there, or was interesting to at least some one of you. Jesus Christ, I can't speak anymore. I'm done. So I will see you in the next video. How do people end these? I don't know. Yeah, bye.